It's the shocking effects of gooning on your brain.
The word gooning has spread like wildfire on the internet and has become quite hard to escape. If you don't know what gooning is, it's actually the act of masturbating without orgasm, which is supposed to lead to a sort of pleasure trance.
Wait, so gooning is edging? Wait a minute, gang. Gooning is edging? I ain't never knew gooning was edging, bruh. I thought gooning was just gooning. Wait, gooning is edging? Bro, what, bro? Wait a minute, what?
This topic is quite taboo, so people are hesitant to discuss it. You might not even realize how this topic affects you, largely due to the lack of available resources. That's why we want to raise awareness by creating this video. With more insights, we
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Viewers to make more informed decisions. To learn more about this, let's take a look at what gooning does to your brain.
If you play block straight and use barrier like it's Fortnite, I can summon walls and starts wall and building. Bruh. Facts, bro. Facts. Block suits do be going crazy, gang. In block suit, you can do a lot, bro. You do be going crazy in that game.
What is it supposed to do? Despite being a big part of 2024, the term isn't that new. The main purpose of gooning is to enter the so-called pleasure trance.
Right, so you need to have all the lotion with you, man. You need all the lotion with you to be an elite gooner,
This is the main purpose of gooning. According to an essay on solo and autosexuality published in 2020, gooning is that point of pure sexual ecstasy, dragged out over a long time. The feeling is extended.
So everybody in the chat watching this video, I hope y'all understand what gooning is, man. I'm gonna stop talking and let y'all watch.
Through the use of edging. In essence, you would masturbate until you're about to reach orgasm and slow down to stop yourself from finishing. Do this for long enough and you'll feel yourself enter a trance or mental blankness. But does this actually work? And can that be good for you?
Yo, what up,
What does it actually do? Impressions are mixed on whether or not that state of sexual euphoria is real. Perhaps there's a placebo effect happening where the expectation of an orgasm allows you to be more open to entering a sort of trance. Those who have gooned or edged tend to agree that that state of euphoria or hypnosis isn't real, or is at least greatly exaggerated. In reality, gooning is just an extended session of edging.
So gooning is like Super Saiyan version of edging, guys. So remember, guys, you're gooning, bro. You're a super edger too. So every time you say you're gooning, I know you're edging now. And I don't think you want me to know that.
We can break gooning down into two characteristics that work together in order to get a better understanding
gooning right now.
What it's doing to your brain.
What is it doing to your brain, guys?
The first characteristic is short-term semen retention, which isn't unhealthy, but is unlikely to provide the long-term benefits of semen retention, like less stress and more energy. Because in this context, it's only done in service of a greater orgasm later on. The second is compulsive masturbation, which carries implications for what it can do to your brain. What does this do to your psychology? Edging involves holding off on orgasm so you can have a more powerful orgasm when you eventually do. While there are benefits to masturbation, and edging is fairly common practice, using it to constantly seek greater and greater orgasms like you theoretically would by gooning could indicate excessive masturbation. Psychologists Wiebke Dreymeier and colleagues identify excessive masturbation as a hypersexual behavior. This makes sense considering that the act of gooning involves dedicating a long period
like, guys,
of time.
if you just want to like edge and be all these gooner, bruh, like why don't you just get a girl? Like chat, be honest with me, guys. If you just want to like goon, bruh, and bust all over yourself, right? Why don't you just get a girlfriend? I'm just saying, guys, just get yourself a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a wife. You know what I'm saying? You can do it all the time. You can do it there, anywhere, for real. You can be like this. Wait for it. Y'all can be like this, man. If y'all just got some hoes. Wait for it. Yeah. You can't see me, but you know I'm thrusting. Yeah. Wait for it. Y'all can be like that. Whatever that animation was.
And pornography consumption. Treating masturbation and porn consumption like a hobby that you dedicate exorbitant time and even money to puts you dangerously close to or within the realm of being hypersexual. If your porn and masturbation habits are taking time and attention away from other, more important things, you may have a problem. This intense focus on porn and masturbation can affect you in many different ways.
All right.
Psychological dependence is when you rely on a substance so much that you need it just to get through the day.
Do y'all need the goon?
So if you can't go a day without watching porn or masturbating, it's likely you have a psychological dependence on it. As any addict would know, it takes more and more stimulation to achieve the same high. When we apply this idea to gooning, which takes this overstimulation to the extreme, the potential damage to the pleasure sensors in the brain is greatly increased. Gooning can even be a symptom of a psychological dependence on masturbation, as people try to explore ways to get more pleasure out of masturbation. But there are other problems that arise as a result of those pleasure systems getting fried. As silly as the idea of gooning might seem to most people, especially because to most people it's just a meme, there are behaviors that might look familiar. That's why it's important that we open up a conversation about these things. Relationships and pleasure changes. If you are consistently training your brain to
I can go without gooning for 1 month and I'm still doing good. Hey man, that's good gang. Good job, AC.
The actual act of sex could become less satisfying.
Damn.
The comparative lack of stimulation.
So if you goon too much, getting buns don't feel good no more, bro. That's crazy. Your hand gets so good that you don't need the buns no more. That's crazy.
That comes from sex compared to gooning could
lead to erectile
dysfunction and relationship dissatisfaction.
Damn. Yo, wee don't get hard no more, guys. Y'all don't want no hard wee, man.
To hypersexuality, or can be a symptom of hypersexuality.
That's crazy.
All of this together can affect your mood, in extreme cases, making you more likely to cheat on your partner and lead to sexual dysfunction. It should be noted that according to psychologist and sex therapist Dr. Lori Lorenz, edging can actually treat erectile dysfunction and help people explore sexual interest.
That's why I don't goon. So you're wait. You're telling me you don't goon no more? Cause you gooned so much AC in your life, your dangling don't work. Damn, bro. That's the reason why I don't feel true love no more. You don't feel true love, bro, because you goon too much. Damn, bro. Are y'all in gooning depth? Y'all in gooning depth, bro? Nah, that's crazy, gang. That's damn, bro. That's crazy, bro. We don't work.
A few special cases. Gooning is an extreme form of self-pleasuring, so it may be beneficial to take a look at your own habits to see if there's anything that could be negatively affecting your mental health or relationships. Research on the actual act of gooning is limited, so we have to go off what we know about hypersexuality and excessive masturbation. If you're going to goon cautiously and be mindful of the potential side effects.
Everybody goon cautiously, man.
That researchers should start taking seriously, or is it just a fad and a meme that no one is really serious about?
That's crazy, bro. It's not like that kind of. My meat is still going all right, but 2 more strokes and I'm done. So you a quick buster? Damn, bro. Yeah, you're cooked, gang. You're cooked. Okay.
Time. If you regularly masturbate, it may sound like an absurd amount of time to go without masturbating. Even if you masturbate rarely, once a month or so, a year is still a long time. With modern movements like NoFap being promoted as healthy endeavors, especially targeted at men, we wonder what actually happens if you go a year without masturbating.
Gooning exercise.
We'll be looking at the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to masturbation abstinence.
Okay.
Number 1, prevents problematic pornography use. It's no secret that masturbation is often accompanied by porn. We don't always consider how intertwined they are, to the point that they're almost synonymous. The unfortunate truth is that the relationship can become problematic. Pornography is addictive, and as that dopamine cycle becomes weaker, people can be tempted to look for weirder and sometimes darker stuff. Because masturbation and porn are so closely intertwined, abstinence from masturbating for a long time can help you tear yourself free from the addictive hooks of porn. More importantly, doing so will help you break away from the weirder, problematic stuff. Problematic pornography use doesn't just apply to the kinds of porn you watch, but also to how you watch it and how often you watch it. If you find yourself thinking about porn or masturbating often and at inappropriate times, abstaining from masturbating could be great for you.
Damn, bro, y'all just thinking about masturbating, but oh, that's crazy.
What would this look like after a year? Porn won't have a strong hold on you, and your thoughts around sex and relationships will be a lot healthier. Even if you aren't addicted to masturbation, you may find sex to be a lot more fulfilling when you abstain. Number 2, more energy. If you're dealing with low energy and you feel lethargic, the last thing you might suspect as the cause might be your masturbation habits. On the surface, it doesn't seem like it would have any effect on your energy at all. A study published in the Journal of Addiction Science elaborates on the fact that
y'all have low energy, bro. Y'all might be beating y'all wee too much.
Porn and masturbation do have a negative impact on your energy, mood, motivation, and confidence. These negative effects can be still present if you masturbate without porn, but they are made more severe with porn use. It can be difficult to abstain from one without also abstaining from the other. This can affect anyone who masturbates, not just those who are addicted. By abstaining, you may see a significant improvement in not only your energy, your motivation, and your mood, but it can also reduce feelings of anxiety and mental fatigue. Will this change last for an entire year? It might not feel like it, but that could be attributed to abstinence becoming the new normal for you. Number 3, less of a focus on sex. You'd think masturbating less would make you think about sex a lot more, but research conducted by social psychologists Roland Imhoff and Felix Zimmer suggests otherwise. Abstinence from masturbation diminishes the effects of hypersexuality. In other words, by abstaining from masturbation, you aren't wired to look for sex in everything, and you won't have that feeling of always being slightly hungry for your next orgasm. This can
Okay. So you're telling me you don't want no more booty. Okay, wait a minute.
Do a lot of good.
Wait a minute, you don't want no more booty. That is a negative effect.
It can help you improve your relationships with other people, as hypersexuality makes people less social. It gives you room in your brain to concentrate on the things that really matter, improving your performance at work or school.
Yo, what up?
However, like any addiction, it is difficult to break. So for a time, that urge to masturbate will be stronger than ever before. After a year, you might wonder how you ever got anything done before, with hypersexuality taking up so much space in your mind. Number 4, there may be health risks.
Health risks.
That by not masturbating, your semen can become unhealthy and you will be at a greater risk of prostate cancer. This may be true, as indicated by a study conducted by Cancer.
Wait a minute. So gooning have benefits, guys. Goonings have benefits, but you can still counteract this if you replace gooning for getting the buns. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I gotta say, man. Your record is 4 days. Yo, good. Keep it up, Raglan. Keep it up.
Dr. Jennifer Ryder and colleagues. However, as any other experts in this field would be quick to point out, this study applied to middle-aged men who were asked to self-report. The results are not clear enough to definitively say abstaining from ejaculation will give you prostate cancer. It is still good to be informed on this, especially because as more research is conducted, it could be more or less damaging than we realize. Number 5, addressing your hormones. There's a lot more to masturbation than choosing to have sex or not. There's also the undeniable presence of hormones in the equation.
So you beat your meat without femboy is bad bet. What, bro? What?
Sometimes we need a little way to blow off steam and release some of that tension.
He ain't wrong,
Even after abstaining
not
for a
as
long
bad.
time, you will still feel those urges. If you don't have a way to release that tension, you may find yourself struggling to concentrate. This isn't the same as hypersexuality, as you won't necessarily feel the anxiety and mental fatigue that come with hypersexuality. After a whole year of abstaining
No, I do not. I'm making y'all... No, I don't have cancer, bro. I'm making everybody watch this video to tell them, bruh. Gooning problems, man. Y'all are gooners, man.
Masturbation, it's likely that your hormones will adjust, but that isn't necessarily a good thing, as it can affect your libido and sexual health. So should you go a year without masturbating? A year is a really long time, and the research isn't as far as it needs to be for a definitive answer. That being said, there are a few huge benefits to abstaining, so maybe a whole year is a lofty and unnecessary goal. Try listening to your body. Go as long as you can without masturbating, and definitely avoid porn as much as you can. Overconsumption of porn and frequent masturbation appear to be the main culprits in the negative impact of masturbation. Do you think you could abstain for a whole year? If this video was helpful or informative...
So basically, man... I'm not gonna lie, man. So basically what you're telling me is, bro, it's not that you're a gooner or you're not a gooner. So what are y'all gonna be? The choice is y'all's. That's pretty much the video it is. All right.